Hey guys, welcome back to podcast. It's just me and Green again, and today we were kind of thinking about. Oh, by the way, Green's here if you want to say hi.
Hamburger.
Very passionate about saying hamburger, and I was trying to get the audio sorted out. But we're doing a little it's something different because we don't really get comments on the videos on YouTube on like questions. So we thought we'll get an AI generator to generate some questions for us, and we'll just answer them.
That is
And I think we won't go too far on that. You were gonna say, Green?
that is one of the most confusing ways to actually do this.
Well, something to do. As you
Yeah,
can
what
see,
can
if you're watching the YouTube version, we're playing Destiny instead of VR chat for a change. So if you want to watch that, you can.
mainly because Lycan's sick, I'm too bored, and
And you what?
hamburger.
Hamburger,
Well,
okay. Yeah, we're doing lost sectors in the move around on the planets, depending how long this takes. So yeah, have you got anything else to say, Green? Before we begin the Q&A with an AI?
not much in the terms of stuff.
Okay. First question, which is, how should success be measured, and by that measurement, who is the most successful person you know? Okay.
Well,
Question, but okay.
it's kind of an interesting one to say the least.
Oh, could be interesting. Um, I would measure success with how far you get in a certain area in terms of experience, in the sense that the more you do it, the more you know how to do it, and have more success in that area. I think that's probably
Yeah.
that's the way I put it. Is that how you would put it as well, Green? Or have you got another?
No, that's pretty much how I measure it. Depending on yeah, depending on how much experience you have in that field, that's what I call yeah.
Now we kind of guess, like, get like the measurement. Who would be the most successful person?
Well, depends on the area. It depends on the field of area. If
Yeah, it
it's
depends. It's
like,
like if it's like people we have to know, like in real life, or people we online, like in terms of, like, say PewDiePie.
yeah,
Well, I mean, like we know because we watch their YouTube, not because I know them and and talk to them. God, I wish.
yeah, yeah. Then you could really have some fun with this channel,
Hmm.
and you could make a title that wasn't clickbait for once.
Oh, it'd still be clickbait. Just it'd be a little bit more factual.
Point.
Plus, I don't think clickbait that much.
Not really.
But
Why is this?
if we had to go by people we know, I'd probably say, cliche question here, but my mum. Because she's quite hardworking. Yeah. In terms of people up to, in terms of inspiration and just inspire me, Jacksepticeye is up there. He's one fun. Ryan Reynolds in a way, because I just find that funny. Yeah.
Interesting. Honestly, I just do what I want. I don't really have inspiration to do much. But if I had to give like a name to somebody, I really don't know.
Right. Do you know? So you don't know anyone like personal life who's very successful? Not very successful, but like the most
I mean,
successful.
I know successful people. I know people who are way out of my league in terms of success.
Hmm.
It's just It's just I don't like to compare myself to somebody who's in a different caliber like that.
That's fine. So it's
Because
kind
I
of
know I. Hmm?
not really comparing. It's just acknowledging that they are successful.
Yeah, just acknowledging that they are better in every way.
Like that's kind of a toxic way of looking at it. If you look at it that way, then you'll never really be successful yourself. But if you can acknowledge like cool, they're successful. Yeah, you don't have to look at someone who's successful. Oh, I'll never be like that. It's maybe you might not be like that ever. You might, but you're not gonna get that if you keep comparing yourself like in like a almost unnatural way in terms of they might be really good in something you are trash at, but that doesn't mean that they're good in something you're good at. Makes sense.
It does, and you have a point.
In a very like over the top way of explaining it, it's like trying to compare yourself with God. It's not gonna work out, but you can try and excel in something that you feel like you can be successful, and go with that and acknowledge people who have had the area, maybe learn from them. Hell, you might be successful yourself. Because to learn from someone doesn't mean you have to always compare yourself to them.
Fair point.
Okay, well, I feel like I've already given like a lecture.
Almost have.
Okay, so I suppose your answer, and we can move. What's the most frustrating app you've ever?
Fucking literally. I as a meme, I downloaded League of Legends Mobile.
Huh?
Worst decision I've ever made.
I've heard that game in general is just like it's cool, like fun to play. Like if you know how to play
Yeah,
time.
but if you're just playing solo, I mean, it's a good game, just toxic fan base.
Hmm, that's what I've
At
heard
least that's
basically.
yeah, that's what I've been told.
I think the most annoying thing I downloaded was probably there was a time when I had TikTok installed and I found that pretty annoying. Because I was my friends were like, "Oh, saying just download it, see how you like it." Downloaded it, had it for like a day, found it really annoying, and uninstalled it. I haven't had it since.
I mean, yeah, you can either end up on one side of TikTok where it's everyone doing Fortnite dances and promoting really shit products, or just the emo side of TikTok where it's everyone telling you how they're gonna kill themselves or some other depression thing.
Yeah,
It's
and don't get me
just
wrong. There has been some highlights, for, like which I've seen on YouTube. People where they have been somewhat funny, but they're just covered up by so much other things that I just don't think there's me at least having TikTok.
yeah,
Okay. Question: what do you do to improve your mood when you are in a bad mood?
kill something.
Elaborate. Real life, game world.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So he could potentially
Um,
be a real good gamer, like a gamer who just enjoys playing games, or he could be a murderer. It's up to your imagination.
but I will elaborate so you don't think I'm a complete sociopath. I enjoy killing things in games.
Okay. That's I was gonna say that's better, but it's up to people's opinion if that's better or not. um yeah, I would basically say something similar. Basically, when I'm in a mood, I play games or I just listen to music and just relax and just that gets me in a better mood. Next question. What is? Oh, if I was going, what is your number? It's like no. What is your number one most important metric?
I have no idea what that is.
Metric, that sounds familiar. I'm gonna quickly... I don't remember what metric. Metric. Employing. Yeah, I feel like, for the sake of just keeping this.
Oh God, what was it?
It was basically just like job stuff.
Hmm.
Important later on in life stuff. Okay. What is something popular now that annoys you? I can think of one straight away, and I've already said it technically. TikTok. But for the sake of something that's different than that, Battle Royales. Battle Royales really.
Yeah. Yeah, Battle Royales used to be popular. Now we got shit like Fortnite existing, and it's just depressing.
Fortnite kind of started it.
Good point.
It was there. It was good doing its college work, while all the other Battle Royales were kind of just put out the womb.
Yeah, that is a terrible analogy, but I get your point.
And what is something you find popular so annoying?
Mm, I don't really know because there are plenty of things that are popular but that you can find annoying, but I just can't find what I would find annoying about it.
But you can just say what it is. You don't have to say what annoys you.
That's the thing, though. I can't find anything that I find. I can't find anything that's popular that I find annoying. Actually, you know what? No, scratch that. I do know something that's annoying. The fucking Star Wars movies, the sequel trilogy.
Okay, I was gonna say if you said all of them, then might have to have a fisticuffs. But if you're just saying the sequel trilogy, yeah, I agree.
No, the prequel trilogy with like all of that. Those movies are fucking awesome. The sequel trilogy, like all the new ones, I hate them. It's because everyone never shuts up about it.
The sequel
It's
trilogy,
like
I've made my peace with it. I can watch it and get along with it, but just get it over with. I've made my peace with it.
it's just, dude. So, speaking of which, I one of my friends tried to get me to watch The Force Awakens with him. I told him no, and I told him no because I'm sick of hearing everyone go on about how this movie's good. It's not. It doesn't make any fucking
Well, Force
sense.
Awakens was actually the decent one. The other two were kind of eh. But the first, like Force Awakens, was decent. Not good, just decent.
It's just when you're being Riley about 3 years ago when did the movie come out?
Force
I don't
Awakens,
remember.
2015, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
but yeah, back in 2018, a friend wanted to watch the movie with me. I told him sure when I still thought the movie was good. We watched it 5 times, and I swear to God, it still
To
haunts me.
be fair though, like I said, like it's not a bad
At one
film
point in my
compared to the
life,
other two.
yes, I did like the movie, but now I just find it annoying.
Compared to the other two, it's like the best fucking thing in the world. But like
Yes,
by itself,
compared to the other two, it's a lot better, but it's just still annoying.
hmm. Like, I would definitely say it's not like in like the top six, which is the other movies. But it's definitely got itself secured in seventh place.
Yeah,
Like I can watch it and somewhat enjoy it without want to rip my out because the story
yeah,
was it was a copy of the older films, but it worked.
kind of.
That then the other ones were just bad. Last Jedi, New Rise of Skywalker was kind of better in the terms that it was kind of trying to be fixing it, but I think by then the damage was already done.
I'm sure shit the damage had already been done.
Okay, so we were talking about things annoying, and we went down a massive rabbit hole of the Star Wars movies. Great. Okay, so let's get the next question, which is why. Okay, the next question, when this why. What's the most significant change at your Okay, that's a company question. Who is the most popular? Who is someone popular now that you really like? Why do you like them? Hmm. Probably not that one. Okay. What do you do to get rid of stress?
A lot of things.
For the sake
Well,
of
like when I
variety, not kidding things. But it can be, but what's another way?
mm, listening to very intense things. Yeah, I just listen to very loud, intense music. To just sum it up.
And what kind of said couple when I said, "Oh, to put me in a bad mood"? Kind of just say music or gaming. I say a couple.
Mm.
Where and when was the most amazing sunset you've ever seen? Well, I don't really give my
Um,
location, so I'm just gonna say the place near where I live.
in Las Vegas,
Hmm.
we were on top of the. I think it was called the Blue Star Hotel. It was the best spot.
I mean, I can sort of describe because it's pretty generic. Why? So there's a mountain, well, not a mountain. There's a hill near where I live. I went up one uh afternoon. Really nice sunset. It's all that people disclose my location. In America, it's probably a lot more easier if you
Someone?
just disclose a location because America's big.
Yeah, about sums it up.
A captain. Okay, so next question.
There's a lot of places. All right, so thing is, what's
How
another question
how
then?
do you plan to make the world a better place? So, and a way I
Honestly,
probably
if I
touched
had
that.
the power to, I'd delete fucking Twitter.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'll probably go the extra mile and say delete TikTok. just get
Delete them both.
yeah, just get rid of the two paragons of dread and pain out of the way.
Yes, because on dude, I'm glad I don't have a Twitter account, but from what I've heard from my other friends, Jesus Christ, it is literally like a battlefield. You,
That's bad.
I want, yeah, dude, I watched a YouTuber last night, and he said something. He watched, so he said this. All right, so he was scrolling. So this YouTuber was scrolling through Twitter. He saw this little. He saw this little account with a handful of followers say something that wasn't even like noticeable by big names, and yet one person flamed him for just even speaking badly about this specific topic, and
Right.
it was just disappointing to look.
Because the thing is, I'm toying with the idea of going like on Twitter because I have a Twitter account. I've used it for YouTube, but like I was planning to use Twitter, but not for like personal stuff, just for the YouTube channel. But I just still not really motivated to do.
Yeah.
So I might do it eventually when there's more people actually, but right now I just don't want to get into that kind of around.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I know. I'm afraid to even like install Twitter because I know I just have this feeling the minute I do and I make my account, someone's gonna point at my account, go, "He's a racist," and everyone's just gonna flame me. That's
Just cancel
literally
you
it.
for no reason.
Yeah, Riley. In today's society, you can literally anyone can point at somebody and say this man is bad, and everyone will just target him. I know it's probably a bad analogy, but that's basically what our society is.
We live in a society. But yeah, that's basically how it is. Just and if you don't, if you slip up in one thing, they're like, "Oh, there's something."
Seriously, it's either you can. This is literally our society. You either conform to our ideology, or it's either you conform to our ideology and like the same things we do, or you will die in the next 2 days. That's literally it.
Yeah, you'll be left less than even a memory.
Yeah, seriously. If I were to go on Twitter, if I were to install Twitter and go on it right now and post my opinion on, say, a Pop Tart, someone would flame me for not liking this kind of Pop Tart, and yeah,
That's why I
that's
never
how.
speak my opinion on Twitter. That's why you never speak
Yeah,
about opinions on Twitter. You're just asking for your head to be removed from your body.
literally, you were literally the minute you open Twitter, you are basically walking into a courtyard to saying, "Will somebody publicly execute me?" At that point,
Yeah. Don't like. I feel like
it's
Twitter's not that
scary.
bad as long as you don't get into opinions. Like,
That's basically it.
uh, yeah, Twitter's pretty bad.
No, oh no, shit, it's bad. It's scary.
Right, with that terrifying prospect of our society, we'll move on to the next question. How often do you check your phone?
Oh, all the time. I check it. Dude, I have to check it because, like, I don't know why, but it's just I have to check it just to know what's going on. So I open it maybe every 5 minutes, unless I'm doing something.
I wouldn't say I'm bad, but I definitely notice that I do check it every so often, like every say 30 minutes. So unless I'm in the middle of something, like, but 5 minutes.
Well, it's because I have a lot of people that I talk to,
I think
especially.
that's the main difference. I don't really have that many people to talk to on my phone. Most of the people I talk to on like Xbox or Discord.
True.
But the one difference I have.
And I mean, Riley, you have a PC. I have to use my phone for Discord, so
That's also true. Still, every 5 minutes. Oof.
that and
Like when it comes to messaging, because you have a lot of people, that makes sense. But if it's like Instagram, that's a whole
I
nother can of
dude,
worms.
I don't use Instagram. The only Instagram's for people with no lives. Or actually, no. It is for people with lives, but they're just attention hoggers. Seriously.
Unless they have like some, like anyone who's like of fame from Instagram are just attention hoggers. But, okay, most of them. Some of them can be genuine, but most of them are just attention hoggers.
Yeah, like yeah. If it's some dude, if it's somebody who got famous from Instagram, then yes, they're attention hoggers, like you said.
If they got famous
But
from saying being an actor or they YouTube or they stream,
if
then that's fair enough.
if they got famous before they started doing Instagram, then that's a completely different story.
Hmm. Yeah, that's so. We live in the year 2022, and we're both. Well, I'm in the latter age of teenager, but we're both technically teenagers. So checking our phones fairly often doesn't surprise people. That's not really surprising.
No, not really, but it's also ow. Yeah, it's also just normal. I don't really know what they
It's
call it.
it's a thing that's normal, but it shouldn't really be normal. But hey, yeah,
What can you
phones.
do?
Anyway, next question, which is: are you a saver or a spender? Do you save your money or do you spend your money?
I save every bit of it.
See, I'm very on and off. I'll save it for a while and then just like expend it, and then have I spent too much? And then I save loads, and then
I'm
it's kind of just that kind of circle.
dude. I only buy something if I like really want it. I'm the kind of person who will weigh the pros and cons to determine whether or not I want something.
Hmm.
Like I will weigh just yeah, because I'm
That's
self
my
conscious.
issue.
Yeah,
Because my decision time should be longer, but it's really short. It's like, do I want this? And then it's like after like
yeah.
5 seconds, it's yes or no. When it should really be like five, even better, maybe like 10 minutes before like, oh yeah, why not? Or no. Because I just kind of just go yes or no way before like even like that's gonna be way too much to get, or like the shipping, or like would I actually use it or something.
It's very yeah. But I mean, it also depends on the thing if you want it. Like if it's food, then you know it's an immediate yes because if you're hungry, then yeah.
Answer that, I'm a saver and a spender.
I'm just a saver.
Okay, pretty straightforward question. Pretty straightforward ish answers, because I kind of mixed my answer. Okay, where would you like to travel next?
Honestly, um, yeah, just yeah, yeah. Honestly, I'd like to go to Vegas again,
Fair enough.
but at least, but I mean, I would like to go, but in 3 years, so I can actually go to like most of the places. Because I mean,
Underage.
yeah,
And I would say Greece, because I've been supposed to be going there for a while, but just every single time that was like we get close to the day of going to Greece, like me and my family, it just never like happens due to one issue or another, which is just really annoying. But hey, it's gonna happen one day, right? Right?
one of these days, yeah.
But yeah. Question: what do you think of online education?
It just it doesn't make any. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't make much fucking sense to me.
Like homeschooling?
Yeah, I'll admit it's handy, but it's just no. I don't want to do it
See, I probably would have
because
preferred online education.
I mean, yeah, you could do it from home and you wouldn't really have to go anywhere. But then it just kind of takes away part of the responsibility.
Hmm.
That's what it feels like, in my opinion. Like the responsibility of getting up in time, going to the place to learn the thing you need to learn. That's yeah.
I know.
Just
It's
I'll
just,
admit it has its pros, but it also has its cons.
yeah, it's just doing it for like ages now. Pretty much as long as I can remember, it's getting tiresome.
Yeah, because it's
Sense.
been going on for the last 3 years.
Or like waking
Or
up and
two.
doing things like that, and I continue since I was like, I think I was told like 4. It's when you start school in the UK. So I'm just getting that routine. Obviously, when I'm that little, you don't like wake up on your own accord and then get brush your teeth and all that. But it did start there basically. And just doing that since then, and now I'm like 19. It's like, come on.
Yeah, that would certainly get tiresome.
But it makes sense because that's like I'm not saying that. Oh, I'm gonna rebel. I'm not gonna do it. I will do it. It's just I'm starting to see the lines of getting a
Shit
bit
up.
annoyed, like tired of it. Yeah. What is the best way to stay motivated? Goals.
My opinion, to have somebody do it with you.
That's yeah. I agree with that. But in my personal way, doing it is if you have like a piece of paper or like a document that you always have open, see like a whiteboard or anything that you write down on. How do you write down like what you're gonna do, like in those goals, like stay motivated. And one thing I always do is I don't have big goals like say like one leap to another goal. I have like I have the big goals of course, but I always have small goals which I'll like okay, I'll do that in this amount of time, that amount of time. And then if I've done a whiteboard, I'll rub it off or on a big piece of paper, cross it out. And I'll just do it methodically like that. And that's normally how I stay motivated and complete my goals. That's how I do it, at least. But yeah, I definitely agree with like working with other people can definitely help, depending on what it is. If it's something that you need to do by yourself, it'll be a bit distracting. But if it's just like something that you can work like with, yeah, working with other people always helps. Kind of will help because people have different outlooks on things. So if you have a certain outlook, you can't just you can see how this thing will work out. So a completely different outlook or mindset will look at that and like, oh, just that, and that. And then I'm sorted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to agree with that. That's how I personally paper and all that. What is your guilty pleasure?
Um, I'm not really sure how to answer this.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Clean is one of the very few things I'm not good at.
Okay.
I mean, Riley, we have Mara as a friend, remember?
Yeah. I think we can kind of both guess where he would go.
Yeah, since he does have that certain item in the back of his room.
Which we're not going to mention due to
Bullshit.
bullshit in the terms of the reasons.
Mm,
Why is it bullshit?
yeah.
Why is there bullshit?
Because memes. Now, next question.
Okay, I didn't answer my
How would you answer this one then, Riley? How would you?
food. I like cake.
So your guilty pleasure is just
Cake.
stress eating.
No, I like to eat nice food. So if there's nice food, I'll take pleasure in it. In a way that
Mm.
doesn't sound wrong. Okay, so out of the way. What are you best at? What can you do personally the best?
Weirdly enough, I'm the best at moving shit in my family.
Because
Even
it's
though my
is it because you do it the most,
even
or
though
is
my
it just
dad,
because you're really good at it?
it's weird because well, it's weird because my dad's 6 inches taller than me, and he's been doing it a lot more. But yet I'm able to. I think it's just because I can get into smaller places than him and just move stuff.
Mm.
So this is getting started for him to move it.
See, the thing is, I don't know what I'm the best at.
So you're the best at memeing in your family or something.
Say that again.
You say you're like the best at memeing or something.
I'm not that good at memeing. You should know I'm not the best. I kind of just like play off others when it comes. Um. Hmm. Well, I'm the personally best in terms of my skill. I would say of all my skills, the one which is the best, I would definitely my okay. The way I can go through a certain sentence or situation and try and do it intelligently, but make myself look stupid in the same way. Let's make myself look more stupid.
No.
I think that's probably the best thing like. That's the thing I can do the best because I don't even know how I do it. I go into a situation trying to look smart, and I look like a bloody idiot. So yeah,
Well, if that's what you want to go with, then
that's
alright.
the only thing I could think of. Because I'm not good at games. I'm not particularly good at anything else I do. Yeah. Okay. What was the biggest thing you ever won?
Um, honestly, it was a clutch or kick Rainbow Six match.
Right. I don't know what that is. You have to explain what that is.
So, so there's this game called Rainbow Six
I know what
Siege,
that is.
and yeah, yeah. So yeah, me and my friends were all doing. Yeah, I had gathered a few of my friends, and we were all doing rank together.
Mm-hmm.
And they had all put all of them had bet against me to lose a clutcher kick, which basically means I either won the game or they kick me for losing the game.
Ah.
And so yeah, they had all had bet against me of losing because I was the lowest on the board. Like my score was the lowest on the board, and they'd all yeah
And these
they
are
were all
all your
confident.
friends, or do you just not know them properly?
They they all were my friends, but then they all just kind of drifted away from. Yeah,
Ah,
we all knew each other for about a year, so.
right. Is I'm just trying to think like some of the answers. What's the biggest thing I've won? Like in terms of like what's the biggest thing like I took part in and won, or what's the bit thing I won which is physically the biggest, like the biggest trophy or something. Um, I just have to think about this answer. In terms of biggest thing I've taken part in won was probably I don't know some quiz from secondary school. I don't really win that much stuff. In terms of the biggest thing I've won was one time I believe it was when I went to Legoland when I was much younger, and I won a giant minion from Despicable Me plush, like genuinely like the size of my torso. Like it's
So
big.
a minion, we want a minion from Legoland.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big minion. Okay, I would argue it's life size.
Jesus. All right.
But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I've won.
Hmm.
Um, where was the last place you went on vacation? Vacation.
Hmm.
Well, for me, it's easy to say. That was Paris, France. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago now, 2019. So that's the last place I went on holiday.
The last place I can really think of I went was Mothman about a week ago.
Okay. Humble answers then.
Humble, yes.
None of them like a Dubai or Japan. It's like no,
Honestly,
like no. You went to Mothman and I went to Paris.
right, like, at least you left your country.
I suppose. But to be fair though, like the distance I traveled to go to Paris was probably like not even half the amount of distance it took for you, to, like Mothman. Oh,
Ugh.
America's
I don't know.
big. What makes you nervous? A lot of things. I mean,
Not much, actually.
it'd be easier to give you a narrow answer because for me, there's a.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that really makes me nervous is talking to somebody I haven't talked to in a long time, and I actually kind of like. That's the only
Hmm.
thing that makes me nervous. But I don't. But
Well, I can say plenty like standing in front of a class or a room, talk about something. Um, Conversation that doesn't. Some kind of just find my heel.
being a third wheel, essentially.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'll go with those answers. What's an old trend? What old trend is coming back the 80s?
Honestly, I, I mean, they're making another Elvis Presley movie, so I mean,
Are they?
I think they are. I think I saw something about that. I don't remember though.
I didn't even know they made another movie in general. Because I didn't
No,
even know like there was an Elvis Presley movie.
Bing bong. Someone just.
I would just say like the 80s.
Oh,
The 80s has got a lot of things. Again. Synth music,
The
colors,
Simpsons.
neon colors, lights. Yeah, just okay. What is the most annoying habit someone can have? What would you say is the most annoying habit someone can?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, there's the common ones like being messy, lazy,
I mean, yeah,
unproductive.
being lazy does have it. Yeah, but they're.
I think that's something that's personally annoying. That's not normally annoying. That's what I'm trying to think. Hmm. Really there?
Yeah, I just kind of zoned out. What's up?
I think the best way I can describe like a something that I find annoying in terms of habit wise that's not naturally annoying is overachieving people. Not in the sense that I don't want people to achieve their goals. It's just people who overachieve it for the sake of wanting the praise.
Rubbing it in your face.
Yeah. Like I don't mind people like achieving and maybe overachieving because it's like something they're passionate in. If they're just doing it for the praise, it's not.
Yeah, it's just annoying, and it's just like why?
Hmm. Okay, and I feel like
Because if you,
yeah,
mm.
go on.
I was gonna say yeah, like you said, if someone's just doing it to get praise and attention, it's just why the hell do it in the first place? It's just
Hmm.
you might as well just say, hey, I wanted your attention. That'll just get you the equivalent.
Yeah, and it'll probably annoy you just as much.
Yes, it won't annoy you as much to just ask for their attention.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I think this is gonna be the last question because we've been doing this now for roughly 45 minutes, which is way
Jesus.
longer than I thought we were actually doing this. Last one will be: how much time do you spend? Oh, this is a big one. How much time do you normally spend on the internet? What do you usually do on it? My
Oh,
numbers will be
various.
high. Like how long I'm on it.
If Maru is here, I have a pretty good idea what he would do on the internet.
Yeah,
I can already hear the theme.
assuming you're talking about anime, right?
No, I was talking about the Pornhub theme.
Oh, for God's sake. I was trying to be like family friendly, and it was like, like anime, right? And he went, no, Pornhub.
I mean, seriously, Riley, it's a Mara thing. It is something he would do.
Yeah, but I was trying to give the hint like anime, right? You know, he's like being really blunt.
Oh, now I get what you were trying to say. It's like the special anime.
Okay, sure.
If you don't get what I mean by special anime, we're gonna have some questions.
I think I know what special anime you're talking about. And it's not my kind of thing I like to watch. So
Okay, now you know what I'm talking about. Okay, good.
not my area. Not even the same country, not even the same planet, not even the same universe of stuff I watch.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit either, to be quite honest. But I know it's a Mara thing. I know it's
Yeah.
I know it's something that kinky bastard be into.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
For the record, I know it's wrong for us to just talk about him when he's not here, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just for the sake of talking about something. Because I mean,
Yeah. Before we actually go too far into talk about
down
Mara,
the
I think we
rabbit
should end
hole.
it here. If you enjoyed this podcast, you can, if you watch this on Spotify, you can see the video on my YouTube channel, Gold Riley. And if you watch this on the Gold Riley YouTube channel, you can watch Spotify, the free dibs, same name. And yeah, if you watch the YouTube version, subscribe, like, and if you're watch this on Spotify, follow. It's probably the most jankiest way of doing an outro, but anyway, goodbye for now. Bye.
Gobbledygook.